Hi everyone, so today we're going to go over the Fair Information Practice Principles. So we're going to discuss what are the Fair Information Practice Principles, also commonly known as FIPS. We're going to discuss understanding the 8 principles, a FIPS comparison, FIPS and PII. So what are the Fair Information Practice Principles? FIPS help to guide privacy and security policies. They help to strengthen the privacy protections of individuals and their personally identifiable information, commonly known as PII. They help to ensure that data quality and integrity are protected while still enhancing the ability to share data with both educational institutions or industries throughout the state or the country. So first we'll go over the 8 guiding principles. FIPS are made up of 8 main principles. The principles are transparency, individual participation, purpose specification, data minimization, use limitation, data quality and integrity, security, and then accountability and auditing. The first principle, transparency, refers to an organization being transparent and providing notice to the individual regarding its collection, use, and dissemination, as well as maintenance of that individual's PII. Individual participation refers to consent being sought from the individual before a company or organization collects, uses, or disseminates their PII. The organizer should also allow access and the ability to correct any of the individual's PII once it has been collected. The third principle, purpose specification, refers to an organization specifically advising of the reasons that they are collecting PII, why it's needed, as well as what it's being used for. Data minimization refers to an organization only collecting PII that's absolutely necessary and holding it only for as long as it's needed and no longer. So not collecting information that is not relevant to why they are needing the PII in the first place. Next is use limitation. The organization should only use the PII solely for the purposes that they have provided to the customer or the individual. They shouldn't be using it for anything additional outside of that without notification and consent. The last 3 principles, data quality and integrity. An organization is required to ensure that PII is accurate and complete up to the best of their abilities. Security, an organization should protect PII through appropriate security safeguards to prevent against things such as data loss, unauthorized access or use, modification, or unintended or inappropriate disclosures. And lastly, accountability and auditing. An organization should be accountable for complying with each of these principles, as well as providing training to all employees, contractors, or anyone who may use the PII to ensure that they are meeting the privacy protection requirements at all levels. So although FIPS are not an official or legal requirement for your organization to follow, there are many regulations or laws that can benefit your organization by utilizing them. The CCPS did take parts of the 7th principle stating that individuals do have a right to know if their PII is being used and how. The GDPR, which we've talked about this week, also refers to the individual's right to have their PII erased which is also from the 7th principle as well. The GDPR also takes parts of the 5th principle and requires that personal data is accurate as well as up to date. So FIPS and federal agencies, although FIPS are not laws in and of themselves, agencies can use them as a basis of the principles or the foundations they build on as well. Federal agencies can use the principles to understand what they should be looking for in a security basis or mindset, so that way they know what should be protected. PII is something that an individual entrusts companies with when purchasing or utilizing their sites, so it is their duty to protect it. If not, it is the federal agencies that can take the information to avoid breaches or other misuse of information moving forward. Thank you.